Hello students, this is class 10th, subject English, and today we are going to start story writing. This is my lecture number 1. Topics to be covered today. Today, first of all, we shall read how to write a story and what is a story writing. Then we shall read some examples of story. And at last, we shall discuss the homework solution of lecture 2 of chapter 6, The 100 Dresses 2. So let us begin with story writing. What is a story writing? A story writing is work of fiction or imagination that is usually written in easily understandable grammatical structure with natural flow of speech. Story writing is meant to be read at single sitting and therefore it should be as direct and brief as possible. So story writing is one of the oldest form of literature we know, and children love to hear moral stories. Even our forefathers used to narrate stories so as to make the next generation morally sound. Typically, story writing has five key elements. First, character. So, there should be characters in a story, but fewer is better, means fewer characters is better. Then, setting. Brief. Setting must be brief but poetic and vivid. Vivid means clear. Then next is plot, as simple and interesting as possible. Plot should be simple and interesting. Then conflict, there must be a conflict in a story. Intense but one, there should be one conflict. And theme, theme should be related to majority of readers. A character is someone or something that takes part in actions depicted in the short story. It could be a living person, a dead person, a ghost, an imaginary character, a robot, a dog, a toy, etc. Means character can be an animal or a person or an imaginary thing. You must so choose a start that your reader gets hooked to the story, means gets attracted to the story. Create confusion or question in reader's mind by first line of your story that will attract the reader's attention. So your reader must try to get answer from best of his or her ability and experience, but she or he should finally end up digging into subsequent lines of your stories to quench her temporarily aroused inquisitiveness. Central idea or main belief presented by a story writing is called theme. So the central idea of a story is called theme. It is a skeleton or frame of your short story that is decorated by plot, setting, conflict and characters. So these things are must. Characters, plot, setting, conflict. Now we can say the five key elements or stages of a story writing are as follows. Means these are main elements for writing a story. Character, first is character, then next is setting, third is plot, fourth is conflict, and fifth is theme. Now some important tips to write story. So these are as follows. First, fewer characters that we have already read. Then Next is develop characters for theme. There must be characters for a good theme. Then single and short time frame. Vivid surroundings, clear surroundings. Catchy first line means attractive first line. Choose suitable heading. Then only one conflict. Intense but real conflict. Conflict must be real. Then write the story in past tense and use simple language. So these are some important tips to write a story. Now let us discuss two examples of story writing. So let us start. Question is, write a short story in 200 to 250 words with the help of the clues given below. Give a suitable title to the story. Now these clues are going to Mumbai by train to attend the marriage of a friend, got stuck in a traffic jam, reached the railway station late, boarded a wrong train, realized after 2 hours, now you. So, first of all, the heading of a story, a series of unfortunate events. So, you have to decide a suitable of heading or title of the story. Now, let us start writing story. I sat down with relief as I ticked off the last task in the checklist. I wanted everything to be perfect as it was my best friend's marriage in Mumbai. The alarm rang next morning. I woke up in excitement and booked a cab to the railway station. Everything was going perfectly until I got stuck in a traffic jam. I reached the railway station late, but on the side of the train, still waiting on the platform, I hurried and somehow managed to get into the train. I breathed a sigh of relief and got comfortable. It was only when the ticket collector came I realized that I had been in the wrong train for 2 hours. I panicked and deboarded the train at the next station. I tried booking a ticket for the next train to Mumbai, but now there was no availability. On coming back from the ticket counter, I realized that my luggage was missing. So there was no availability. On coming back from the ticket counter, the person realized that his luggage was also missing. Even after hours of finding and reporting it, there was no trace of it. I got tired and lost hope. Tried booking a cab with the minimal amount I was left within my pocket. The cab couldn't reach on time as it was raining heavily. Disheartened, I finally walked my way to the nearest hotel, contacted my parents, and informed them the series of unfortunate events. Recited them or informed them the series of unfortunate events that happened during the day. Alas, I couldn't even make it to my best friend's wedding. So, this was the horrible experience that this person had. So, this is the way to write story. So, there is a character, there is a plot, setting. Character is already I have mentioned. Then the story is written in past tense and simple languages. Write a short story now next 200 to 250 words with the help of the clues given below. Give a suitable title to the story. Satish was standing on the balcony watching the last rays of the sun. Loud and angry voices in the street below distracted his attention. He ran down the stairs to see what had happened. Now let us start writing story. So the heading, the last day. So next, now begin. Satish was standing on the balcony watching the last rays of the sun. Loud and angry voices in the street below distracted his attention. He ran down the stairs to see what had happened. His neighbors were again fighting over some parking issues. It was a common scene among the residents of that area. No sooner did he reach there when suddenly the land between the neighbors' building started tearing apart. Everyone got frightened. Satish ran back to his house to find his daughter and wife. They were both ready with their emergency baggage. The family got out of the house and started running as fast as they could, passing the falling trees and buildings. Water was penetrating out of the departing land, and everyone was panicking and running in any direction to save their lives. When suddenly Satish's daughter fell down. A tree fell over her feet. Satish was trying to help his crying daughter when they both saw a building falling over them. Satish hugged his daughter and shouted at the peak of his voice, which finally woke him up. With sighs of heavy breathing and excessive sweating, Satish went to his daughter's room only to find that everything was fine. He kissed her forehead, went back to his room, and wondered, this one really took the life out of me. Means this was nothing, this was only Satish's dream. Now your homework. Homework is to complete the story in 150 to 200 words, which begins as the following. So this is beginning line. There was a joint family of 6 members, including grandparents. It was the 75th birthday of the grandmother, and the family planned to celebrate. So, you are supposed to develop a story with this beginning and send me the snapshots of your homework. Chapter 6, The 100 Races 2, and this is homework solution of lecture 2. So let us begin. First question that was given to you was, what does Maddie think hard about and what important decision does she come to? So the answer is, when they means Peggy and Maddie, learned that the Petronskis have finally moved away as they went to Borginside to find Wanda Petronsky. Maddie couldn't stop thinking about never being able to say sorry. Maddie wanted to feel sorry in front of Wanda Petronsky, but now she could not. She could not sleep that night as she was thinking too deeply. As a result of deep thinking, she came to a conclusion that she will never let anyone tease someone because they have an unfamiliar and long name. So she decided to stand against all the wrongs. So she decided that she would not stand there silently, she would speak up. Now, next question. What did the girls write to Wenda Petronsky when they did not find Wenda Petronsky there at Bogin's Height? So Peggy and Maddie decided to write a letter to Wenda Petronsky. So now, what did they write in that letter? Peggy and Maddie decided to write an apology letter to Wenda, but somehow they ended up writing a friendly note telling her that she won the contest and asking her how is she liking the new place and they missed her a lot. Means it was a friendly letter that was written by the girls and they told Wenda Petronsky that she had won the drawing competition. They also wrote about her beautiful drawings and they also inquired if she liked the place where she was living and if she liked her new teacher. Now next question was, did they get a reply? Who was more anxious for a reply, Peggy or Maddie? How do you know? So they wrote a letter. Now, did they get a reply of that letter? No, they didn't get a reply, but the letter didn't come back also. So they concluded that she must have received it. She means Wenda Petronsky must have received it, but was too furious, too angry to have replied to it. Out of the two girls, Maddie was more curious for a reply. She desperately wanted to make everything right with Wenda. This is evident as weeks after sending a letter, Peggy almost forget about the business while Maddie used to make scenarios in her head where she would defend Wenda from the mean girls. Means Maddie was more curious, more anxious for a reply. Now next, how did the girls know that Wenda liked them even though they had teased her? So they know very well that they did not do well with Wenda Petronsky, but at last they came to know that Wenda liked them. How? So during Christmas time, Miss Mason received a note from Wenda saying how much she missed everyone. She asked the teacher to give the drawing of the blue dress to Maddie and the one with the green dress to Peggy. So this implied that Wenda liked them even they teased her. So after getting letter from Wenda, the girls came to know that Wenda liked them even though they had teased her. She had asked Miss Mason to give the green dress to Peggy and the blue one to Maddie. So when Maddie looked at the drawing very minutely, she realized that the dress had a face and a head which looked like her own self. So that's why the girls knew that Wenda liked them even though they had teased her. Now next, why do you think Wenda's family moved to a different city? And do you think life there was going to be different for their family? Wenda's family moved to a different city because in a big city there were many Polish immigrants. So the natives would not find them strange and would not make fun of them. Wenda and her brother Jake could attend school without feeling bad. And if we talk about their life, yes, life in the big city would be different for the family because there would be more people of their community over there. They would feel comfortable there. So they moved to a different city because children teased Wenda due to her funny name. And they would not face much trouble in this regard because in big city everybody had funny names. Now next, Maddie thought her silence was as bad as Peggy's teasing. Was she right? Maddie did not say anything to Peggy about her teasing to Wenda Petronsky. So was she right at that time? Yes, Maddie was right when she realized that remaining silent while Peggy teased Wenda was a mistake. That was a mistake of Maddie. She realized this mistake. She too was a part of it because she remained silent and let Peggy tease Wenda Petronsky. She didn't have courage to speak in front of Peggy, so she was also faulty. She was too afraid to say anything because she did not want to lose Peggy's friendship. Also, she was poor herself, so she feared that everybody would make fun of her too. That's why she did not speak anything. She always remained quiet. So, this was her mistake. Now, next, Peggy says, I never thought she had the sense to know we were making fun of her anyway. I thought she was too dumb. And gee, look how she can draw. What led Peggy to believe that Wenda was dumb? Did she change her opinion later? Peggy actually believed that Wenda was dumb. Dumb means she was unable to understand anything. But that was not true. She couldn't understand why Wenda said that she had 100 dresses, even when everybody knew that she was poor. So as Wenda remained silent when Peggy teased her, Peggy thought that she was too dumb to realize that she was being mocked at. When she saw the beautiful drawings made by Wenda, she changed her mind and realized that Wenda was a talented girl. So later on, Peggy changed her opinion. When she saw the 100 dresses Wenda had talked about, she saw the drawings and was highly impressed by seeing their fanciful dresses. So she realized that Wenda was a very good artist. She was a very talented girl. She was not dumb. Now next, what important decision did Maddie make? Why did she have to think hard to do so? When Peggy and Maddie learned that the Petronskis had finally moved away, Maddie couldn't stop thinking about never being able to say sorry. She couldn't even sleep that night as she was thinking too deeply. As a result of deep thinking, she came to a conclusion that she will never let anyone tease someone because they have an unfamiliar and long name. She decided to stand against all the wrongs. So Maddie said that she would never make fun of anybody's name or dress, so she would not make anybody unhappy again in the future. So she reached at the conclusion that she wouldn't cooperate with those who do wrong. So it is quite unethical to tease anyone. So she decided to stand against all the wrongdoings. Now next, why do you think Wenda gave Maddie and Peggy the drawings of the dresses? And why are they surprised? Wenda gave the drawings of the dresses to Maddie and Peggy because she had drawn their faces on them. The girls are surprised when they discover that the faces on the drawings were there. The, they also realize that Wenda liked them, although they made fun of her. So Maddie and Peggy always made fun of Wenda's dresses. That's why she gave Maddie and Peggy the drawings of dresses. So they were surprised because she had gifted her those beautiful designs. Now next, do you think Wenda really thought the girls were teasing her? Why or why not? Yes, Wenda definitely knew that the girls were teasing her. It might be due to her poverty or poor economic condition for which her mockery had been made by the girls used to make fun of her for her funny name. So the answer is yes. Wenda thought that the girls were teasing her. The note from her father indicated that the students made fun of her name. That's why they decided to leave that city and they moved to a big city where there would be many people who had funny names. So I think you all have understood all the answers. So now you are supposed to write all these question answers in your notebook.
Thank you. If you like our videos, please press like button and subscribe our channel.